For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours now and forever. Amen. And now we have a special opportunity to hear about a wonderful organization that this church has supported, I think, forever. The Fisher House, and my friend Braden Phillips, if you could just come up to the lectern microphone over there and up by Pastor Susie. Yes, thank you, Braden.
Well, good morning. I didn't realize the amount of thematic consistency that was going to present itself today. Dave, you were very brave to allow Mila to have the microphone for the sermon. She might put you out of business. Very well done. And what she was talking about and what the wonderful soloist was singing about were thematically tied to healing. And what I'm going to talk about for the next couple of minutes is very much related to healing. I want to thank Pastor Dave and Diane Donaldson for giving me the opportunity to come and talk with you today and share some information about Fisher House, Southern California. You've generously donated to our organization in the past, and I want to personally thank you and give you a sense of how those dollars have been used. For those of you unfamiliar with Fisher Houses, there are now over 100 active houses operating on or near campuses of the Veterans Affairs or Defense Department medical facilities throughout the country and overseas. The houses are funded and built by the Fisher House Foundation with support from local organizations like ours. After construction, the houses are turned over to the federal government for ongoing operation. Fisher Houses provide a no-cost home away from home for families of military members and veterans during periods of medical treatment at a facility more than 40 miles from their home. Our group gives gift cards to stock the kitchens, cover local transportation costs, and pay for meals. We also help ensure that the houses are fully operational. If the houses are full, we provide no-cost accommodations at local hotels. Our organization supports 4 Fisher Houses in Southern California, including 2 in San Diego at the Naval Medical Center, 1 at Camp Pendleton's Navy Hospital, and our own Long Beach facility on the VA campus just up the road. We also support the VA facilities in Loma Linda and San Diego. Last year, your donations helped support over 7,000 night stays for over 800 families, which included 2,200 family members. Fisher Houses helped those families save over $1.5 million. Fisher Houses were the idea of Zachary Fisher, a New York real estate developer. He and his wife personally paid for the first 20 houses to be constructed. Then groups like ours were formed, and when a VA or DOD facility was in line for a Fisher House, we'd start raising money for half of the construction costs. Our group here in Long Beach in Southern California was formed 10 years ago under the leadership of former Congressman and Marine Steve Kuykendall. The Long Beach House opened about 8 years ago. Recently, the VA Long Beach House served a family from Guam. 2 sisters escorted their dad, a Vietnam veteran, while he was receiving cancer treatments. After a 2-week stay, the family asked to meet us to express their gratitude and for the support of the Fisher Houses. They all felt that the treatment would have been much more difficult on their dad without the support of his family. That's why we exist. Our service members served us. Now, with the help of donors like you, we can pay them back in their time of need. Thank you again for your generosity. are you, Jan? I didn't know you were going to be here. That was not a shameless plug.
Didn't catch that. Jan Kuykendall, Steve's widow, is part of our choir, and this effort means just so much to Jan and to all of us. And now we have Marilyn, yay, to talk about our Commitment Sunday here and our ongoing ministries that we support through the church financially.
Some of you may not know or realize that, I know you do know we have a missions commission, and Diane Donaldson has headed that for us for the last couple of years. Our missions money in the budget is actually decided upon by formula. And the formula is based on congregational giving. So all the ways that the congregation gives over the course of the year are compiled in a particular section on the budget. And we take the sum total of that over 3 years and average it and take 9% of that, and that goes to missions. And so the money that goes out to places like Fisher House and U.S. Vets and COA and to the pantry and all to the preschool, all of the places that we send money is determined by the amount of giving from the congregation. So when it is one of our representatives comes and speaks to us and thanks you, it is all of you who are giving to those individual organizations throughout the year. So that is part of what you do when you put this envelope in the plate, as you will be able to do in a few moments. Now, I know some of you have already turned in your pledges. Some of you may not have, but there are envelopes like this in a couple of places out in the narthex. You can get them from the office at any time. You don't have to be a member to pledge. Pledging is something that you do that really helps us to know how much we have to spend to keep the beautiful facility and to contribute to all of the people that are so needy in our community. Keeps the lights on, keeps the section leaders here. It's pays the staff. So I do want to let you know how grateful the Business Affairs Commission is, the leadership in this church is, to what you do, what you give of yourself, not only from your finances, but what you give of your talents and your time. It is amazing what happens in this church every week, and we are just incredibly grateful for what you do for each other, the compassion you show to one another, the care, the giving, what you do for the community, and what you do for the world at large through your giving. So thank you so much. Today is the final day of the campaign. You are done hearing from us for a while, but please make sure that this year you did a contribution that helps us do even more for everyone. Thank you.